Welcome back to Salazar Art Nation. This is Frank, and this is this was an unplanned video. I was just going through my sketchbook right here, uh, and I wanted to show you what I've done so far. And so this is my Level Up Sketchbook. So let's get to the video. I just wanted to make this short video. I wanted to show you my Level Up Sketchbook, and this is just my. This is a dollar store sketchbook. I think I've shown these before. I put some stickers on here. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I got a few, which I've given away, and this is the one I kept for me. So this is my Level Up sketchbook, where I would just do some practice. So I'll just do some sketches. I was gonna use this to primarily for my comicking, but you know, it's my sketchbook. I'll use it however I want. And here, the first page, I use it for sermon notes. Now, this one, I didn't draw this. This is the little girl of a friend of mine. She asked if she could draw my sketchbook, and I let her. And look, she even wrote "Level Up." So this is a manger without the manger. I mean the stable without the. I guess it would be the nativity scene, the manger. So this will be without the baby Jesus and the animals. So, like the same little girl, she drew this here. Nana is the name. Yo bro. And she drew this too. I promise it's not just her sketches. Alright, so here's Captain Courage. This was a practice sketch. I think I was practicing not using a pencil first to just draw it out. So trying to work on my proportions, and I ended up drawing the arms a little bit too short. And so just to play around with other mediums, so I got some acrylic paints, and I think this was like poster paints. The green was poster paints, and like this was acrylic paints. This might have been acrylic, I don't remember. A little bit of a colored pen. This is paints. Alright. It's alright, I guess. And I think I've shown this before. If not, then I'm showing it here. This is Captain Courage. Now, this is not Captain Courage and his sidekick. Both are Captain Courage. When I started, I was just practicing different. I wanted to practice different pose. I wasn't trying to like get everything right in proportion or anything. I just practice. So I started with this one, and I started this one when at a time I was kind of getting burned out, but I still wanted to draw something every day. So I just kind of focused on this one for a couple of months. So I just did just a very little bit of sketching, a little bit. Either each day or just like throughout the week until like I got back into the groove and just finished it up. And then you know what? I had all this space. I drew this when I was kind of like, feeling burned out, kind of down on myself. You know what? I can do better now that I got back into the groove. So I drew this within a couple of hours, maybe an hour. I think it came out a lot better. Yeah, but without this one, without practicing and just getting that that I don't know if it's bad art, but getting that out of you, that like I don't know what you would call it, but just not feeling good enough to draw or not feeling like you want to draw, just getting that funk out of you. I said funk, not and I was able to draw something better. And the shield I was practicing there. Now this, I don't think I ever showed this. I think I showed it on Instagram. But this is Carman. Carman. So it's a steering wheel. It's the grill. These are headlights. There's another light here. And there's the reflector. And this one has a lot of explaining. It's not. I mean, I don't know if there's a character called Carman. This is not my original character, but it's my original take on it. And it kind of looks like a cross between Robin and Doctor Strange. But it is based off something from, let's see, what was it called? Charmed Heart with a Vengeance, the podcast that Alison Pregler and Phalis they do on YouTube. And they talk about Carman, so that's my take on it. On here, I was practicing sketching a comic, which this was Rome versus Church, and this was actually at the start, or right around the start of when COVID came here to the States. So the quarantine. So this is like a little bit. I want to say a little bit right before or like right after. So it was around that time. So I think I drew this during quarantine. So this is an unfinished sketch of Captain Captain Courage. Sorry. Captain Courage in the style of Bruce Timm. Another Captain Courage. This is actually ended up being the second page for the Captain Courage comic that I did. This is going to be the first page, but that's why I had the name here. So this is the original sketch I did. So this is the original page, and this became the first page. And I did add more characters on the side, but this is the one I went with. Oh yeah, and this was for my the Essentials illustration I did. This is the sketch, the original sketch. And I was gonna do another one. I was gonna do a nurse. Just never got around to finishing it. Because I wanted to do a series, but I think I only did this one. Because that's when I started doing more work on my comic. So this was a rough pose of Captain Courage, and I think I ended up fixing it just on my phone. This is more recent. This is the Berserker and he's crushing a skull, and he's crushing his goals, his workout goals. So. Oh, I think I was gonna do a panel, but that's it. And I did this just a few days ago. This is a Great Canuck. Actually, I drew this on the Artcast recently, and this came out on the Artcast, but I didn't draw it on there. It just, I think they just showed it. So check out the Artcast with Jeff Lafferty, the creator of Berserker, which is this guy here. Alright, let's see, is there anything before that? Yeah. Alright, so this, you're gonna have to watch the the Artcast. The chickens are a running joke, and this is Captain Doomcock. So, the Rooster of Doom. And I did this right after the Artcast last night. So, this is some battle armor, like the chest plate. And I was doing a faceplate. So it does look like Cyborg or Terminator, and he's got like a cyborg eye. And this I was doing like it's fire, it's flames, and there's like fire, a fiery background. And I used alcohol markers, water-based markers. This white area, that's not a gap, that's a whiteout. This is a gap. I used some ink wash, also just some poster paint, and acrylic paint. There's a little texture here, right here is a piece of Scotch tape. So, and I painted over it. And this is the back looks like. Alcohol markers, I used alcohol markers as well, and some pen. So yeah, this is a mixed media. Just playing around with different textures, different materials. And this, it's not finished, it's not done. It's a little stain there. But this is ink wash with some alcohol markers and some whiteout here and around. This is a sketch I did. I did have another sketch of Captain Courage, which you can see on Instagram. I think it's around. It was here. But I gave that away, and I'm going to give this one away with a copy of the 9-Volt Anthology. So those are sketches I made for to give away to anyone who buys a copy from me. So this is already claimed. And I didn't draw this. A friend of mine drew this. And I used this for I think someone needed to write something down, so I just tore out a piece here. And a friend of mine was sketching a wolf here. And that's it for now. I do have more pages that are blank, which I'll be using. But really, I just use this sketchbook to do, whatever I want. If I just want to, like this one, I'll play around with a medium. Do some comic panels or comic characters. Practice, different styles. I'll use the Level Up Sketchbook. Which, if you want to see a more detailed video on what a Level Up Sketchbook really is, because I didn't really use it as much. I started to, but nowhere near what it's supposed to be. But a sketchbook is what you make of it. You make it your own. But I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. You can check that out to Marshall Lee's channel. Marsh Makes Comics, and talks about the Level Up Sketchbook. So I already did a video on the 9-Volt Anthology. It was more of an unboxing video. But yeah, see, I wanted to show you the sketch. This is the finished version of that sketch, which I cleaned up on my phone. And you might be saying, like, that's the cleaned up version? Yeah, I was going for... It's not perfect. Sorry, it's not perfect. But I was going for an older style for that Jack Kirby look. I don't think I came close to it, but I was going for that kind of like this style. So. And here's this one. So this is a little bit more, I say refined. I mean, I still got some proportions wrong. Like this arm's a little bit more muscular. So yeah. Let's see if there's a... I think there is another sketch here where... Alright, so I think it's this one. Let me get my sketchbook to here. So yeah, so I think I was using a figure, and I had the figure in front of me, and I was just sketching out here more or less the rough pose. And I ended up just taking a picture of the figure and put it on my phone, and just drawing over it. And this is it's a little smaller, but came up with this one. So yeah, so first I had started with this and just became this. And this one was going to be a start of another sketch, another I guess drawing that was going to be in the comic, and it kind of is. And I ended up flipping it, and I think I ended up using the figure again, or a figure. I'm not sure if I used the same one, but yeah, it was a profile drawing that I was going for. So yeah. There you go. And this is just these two images. And yeah, I think that's mostly the sketches that I have here that made it in here. I think I do have some in another notebook, but yeah. Alright, so as I was saying, this is the 9-Volt Anthology. I'm going to leave a link where you can get this directly from lulu.com. I am going to be ordering more copies. I had ordered 3, not including this one, and those are already gone or claimed. I ordered 5 more. I'm just doing a flip through. I'd already done a flip through, but it was a quick flip through, so just you can see this other stuff here. So yeah, so I ordered 5 more, and I think I'm gonna be selling them for $20, including that includes shipping anywhere in the U.S. So you can get one from me, or you can just get one from the Lulu site. If you get it from me, you get a sketch and you get it autographed. I don't know if my autograph means anything, but yeah. And these are some of the other characters in here. Expando. Okay, this was done after Kirby also. It was in that Kirby style. It's Tibar, I think he did this one. Alright, so that's it. That's the 9-Volt. This is the my Level Up Sketchbook, which some of these sketches made it into this comic. So, get your own Level Up Sketchbook. It can be any sketchbook. It doesn't have to be something this small. Just any sketchbook. Like I said, I got this from the Dollar Tree. I got it for $1 and some change. Five Below has some pretty good sketchbooks for about, I think, $5. But yeah, get yourself a sketchbook and start a Level Up Sketchbook, and just practice your drawing, practice different styles, different mediums, whatever you want. It's your sketchbook, make it yours. I will give you a tip, which most of you probably already know. Before I do drawings like this, or anything that's to do with markers or ink wash, like this is alcohol markers, it's gonna bleed. It's gonna bleed through this. Put put another layer here, like either some paper, fold it in half, like another sheet of paper, fold it in half, or just a piece of cardboard or something. So you can use all the pages, at least the front. So yeah, we can get, even doing that, I still got a little bit of marker right there, just a little bit. Alright, so that was my Level Up Sketchbook, which it's right here. Just want to show you some of the stuff I did and some of the sketches that wound up in here, the 9-Volt Anthology. And like I said, you can get your copy in the link below. Or if you want to get one from me and you live in the States, you can drop me a line. You can message me on Instagram. And it will be a little bit higher. That's just because, you know what? Hey, I put a lot of work in this. And I'm paying double shipping. So that's why I'm just charging it just a little bit more. But you do get a sketch, and I do sign my name. And right, so like I said, thanks for watching. If you like this video, if you like this content, I would suggest you look at some of my other videos. And Captain Courage is up there. You say, hey, Captain Courage. So you want to look at some of my other videos. So if you like the content, you like the type of videos I put out, hey, you know what? So consider subscribing. You can, if you like this video, you can give it a like. You can, leave me a comment. I try to comment as soon as possible, or within. I try to keep it within a week, within a couple of days. But sometimes I don't always get those notifications. YouTube doesn't always give me those notifications. So sometimes I will miss those, but I try to go back and look, see if I can find anything I missed. So, hey, it happens. I mean, I was replying to a comment not that long ago from maybe a month ago, but I did reply. So, like I said, now thanks for checking this video out, and you know what? Stay creative, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.